The witchcraft the third party used against you is now haunting them. The very darkness the third party sent toward your life is now turning around and following them everywhere they go, and the fear growing inside them is becoming impossible to hide. What they once released in secret, thinking it would destroy you, is now becoming the storm shaking their own peace day and night. The same heaviness they wanted you to carry is now resting on their own shoulders, and they are beginning to realize that hidden evil never stays hidden forever. At first, they felt powerful. They believed they had control. They believed the manipulation, jealousy, and spiritual attacks would weaken you and push you out of the way forever. They smiled in public while secretly working against your peace behind closed doors. They thought nobody would ever know what they were doing. They thought they could operate in darkness without consequences ever reaching them. But now everything is changing around them. The peace they once enjoyed is disappearing little by little. Their minds are becoming restless. Their emotions are becoming heavy. Fear is entering places where confidence once lived. They are waking up feeling disturbed without understanding why everything suddenly feels unstable around them. The same emotional confusion they wanted you to experience is now entering their own lives. The witchcraft is haunting them now. What they thought would bring victory is becoming the reason they cannot rest peacefully anymore. The darkness they trusted is no longer protecting them the way they expected. Instead, it is creating confusion, fear, emotional pressure, and instability inside their own lives. Nothing hidden remains hidden forever. Every jealous intention, every secret manipulation, every evil word spoken behind your back, and every spiritual attack sent toward your life is slowly rising to the surface. The very things they tried so hard to keep hidden are beginning to expose themselves naturally. Their mask is slipping, and people are starting to notice changes around them. At the same time, they are watching you survive what was meant to destroy you. This is deeply frustrating them because they expected you to look down completely. They expected pain to consume your life, and they equally expected fear to stop your growth. But instead of falling apart, you kept moving forward. Instead of staying weak, you became stronger. Now they are confused because the very darkness they released against you is no longer moving toward you the way they expected. It is turning around and entering their own space instead. The third party is beginning to feel trapped by the very energy they once used against you. Their peace is disappearing. Their relationships are becoming unstable, and their emotions are becoming harder to control. Even small things now create frustration inside them because the heaviness around their life keeps growing stronger. There are moments when they sit quietly trying to understand why everything feels different now. Why is fear growing inside them? Why is peace living their life? Why are things beginning to fall apart after they worked so hard to control the situation? Deep down, they already know the answer, even if they are afraid to admit it. The evil they released is no longer staying away from them. Now, the emotional pressure is becoming impossible for them to ignore. Their thoughts are becoming heavy during the night. Their spirit feels disturbed. The same darkness they once trusted is now becoming the reason they feel emotionally exhausted and mentally drained. People around them are also starting to notice the changes. The fake confidence they once carried is becoming weaker. The smile they once used to hide everything no longer feels natural. The emotional heaviness inside them is slowly revealing itself through their behavior, their reactions, and the confusion surrounding their life. The third party thought they were winning when they secretly worked against you. They believed they had power because things appeared to go their way for a reason. But darkness always carries consequences, even when those consequences do not appear immediately. Now, the very thing they released is following them closely. The fear they wanted you to feel is now entering their own heart. The confusion they wanted in your life is now disturbing their own mind. The emotional pain they wished upon you is now becoming part of their own reality. They are slowly realizing that every hidden action creates consequences eventually. At the same time, they are watching you continue rising stronger. This is what troubles them the most. They expected destruction, not healing, weakness, not strength. They expected your life to remain heavy forever, but instead, they are watching your spirit become stronger while their own peace continues slipping away. The hidden jealousy inside them is also being exposed. The manipulation they used is no longer working the same way. The false image they worked hard to protect is beginning to crack before the eyes of others. People are slowly beginning to sense that something is wrong. Now, regret is entering their heart little by little. They regret the evil they sent out. They regret the jealousy that pushed them into darkness, the emotional pain they caused. But some lessons arrive only after the damage has already been done. The third party is learning that darkness never stays under control forever. It always grows until it begins destroying the person who trusted the most. What they once believed would protect them is now becoming the reason fear has entered their own life. The emotional torment inside them is becoming stronger every day. Their peace feels broken. Their thoughts feel unstable. The heaviness around them follows them everywhere they go because the storm they created for someone is now surrounding them instead. Nothing is hidden anymore. The manipulation is being exposed. The secret attacks are losing power. The spiritual heaviness they sent toward your life is no longer remaining attached to you. It is returning to the very person who released it. Now they are standing face to face with the consequences of their own actions. The witchcraft they used against you is haunting them. The fear they created is returning to them. The darkness they trusted is becoming their burden, and the very pain they wished for your life is now becoming the shadow following them everywhere they go.